My name is Dominic Gregley. I'm currently a fifth generation dairy farmer here in Humboldt County, California. I want to thank you for the opportunity to research the impact a cooperative has on a community and the economy. Being a trashman has often been looked upon as an undesirable job. Whenever my siblings and I would perform poorly in school, our mom would tell us, "You don't want to be a trashman, do you?" This past year, I had the opportunity to be selected from my school to compete in the Eureka Chamber of Commerce Youth Ambassador competition. In this competition, 22 students throughout Humboldt County are selected to compete in months of interviews, attending chamber mixers, giving speeches, and meeting with local business members. On the opening night of the competition, the 22 of us on stage drew what business we were going to be partnered with. As I reached my hand into the bowl, I grabbed a slip of paper that read Recology. At first, I was puzzled to what business is this? As I was thinking this, I was directed to the business's local manager, Linda Wise. As we sat down and greeted each other, I first asked her, "What business is Recology?" She responded by asking me, "Have I seen the blue bins on the side of the road or the big bins that hold trash?" Upon her asking me this, it struck me that I was partnered with our local trash service. At first, I was a little disappointed, but little did I know that this opportunity to be partnered with Linda and her business would teach me so much. As our conversations proceeded that evening, Linda informed me that Recology was a cooperative and that all of its employees owned a piece of the company. Now, I knew of cooperatives as our family farm currently belongs to one, but I had never heard of a trash service company being a cooperative. After our conversations, Linda asked me if I would like to tour Humboldt County's local trash service facility. Curious and interested, I said yes, and we set up a meeting time a couple weeks from that night. A few weeks later, I drove to the coastal town of Samoa, California, to visit Linda and Recology. As I walked through the doors of the office building, I was greeted by a random assortment of dolls, toys, and signs that had been pulled from the mountain of trash visible through the windows of the building. Now, as I walked through, Linda came out to greet me, and we began the tour of the facility. As we passed employees, whether they were running equipment or sorting through trash, Linda greeted them, and they reported back to her what was happening in their area of the facility. Throughout the tour, I noticed that the employees seemed genuinely happy about working there. It puzzled me as I thought, how could one be so happy about working at a trash facility? When Linda and I met back at her office, I asked her what she does to make her employees so happy. She responded to me saying that they're not her employees, they are her fellow managers. She explained to me that everyone who works at Recology has a stake in this business. They all own a piece of the puzzle. She elaborated more to say that when the business thrives, they thrive, and they are proud to be a part of it. In an era where many of the standard assembly line jobs are being replaced by robots, cooperatives render opportunities to take the most simple jobs and turn them into something meaningful. Cooperatives throughout the United States have reported of the difference in the atmosphere within their workplaces versus that of a typical corporation. Those within a corporation often go through their day-to-day without feeling they have an impact within their companies, while those within a cooperative feel empowered as they have a voice no matter what their title consists of. A way to understand the effect of a cooperative is comparing it to different government systems. For example, a corporation could be compared to that of a monarchy or an authoritarian government, where the power belongs to a select group of high individuals, and those who are a part of the system must follow their ruling. A cooperative is very similar to that of a democracy, where the people have the rule in determining the direction of the government. Throughout history, it has been seen that government systems that value the voice of people are most desired from others around the world. Cooperatives pull those who seek to have their voices valued. Today's generation especially strives to go beyond a typical and routine 9-to-5 job schedule and instead use their skills to benefit the business. Cooperatives build communities where people work to have an impact and not just a paycheck. With a workplace environment that includes people who feel impactful in their work comes growth in the economy. When cooperatives do well, so do the people. Major corporations have been experimenting with practices similar to that of a corporation. For example, Google has recently included stock in their company as part of the employment package for every single new hire. Google has observed that because of this, employees are motivated to perform to the best of their abilities because they feel attached to the company. Google has also observed that because of this, their business has thrived. And when their business thrives, so do the people with stock in it. Cooperatives utilize this tool to the full extent. This boosts both the business and the people, which overall contributes to building an economy that is strong and not corrupt. Trash, by definition, is disregarded matter. It is something that the everyday person thoughtlessly throws into a bin with no regard. It often has a foul smell to it, no longer has a use, is broken, and a thing of the past. What also is a thing of the past is visualizing the position as trashman as undesirable and meaningless. Recology as a cooperative has revolutionized the position as trashman by adding a new meaning to its title. For ecology, trashman means manager, owner, and being a part of something that one knows they have an impact on. Cooperatives take ordinary jobs and transform them into something extraordinary. I guess being a trashman isn't all that bad anymore. Thank you.